What's up? I'm Ashley, and we're breaking down The Boys, Season 4, Episode 7. So let's get into it. Ryan has his own Vault Christmas special titled Avenue V, which is a parody of Sesame Street. And Ryan gets upset at A-Train's song about reporting people who don't agree with you, as well as reporting and snitching on your parents. A-Train is also sad about Antifa, and just the whole thing, the whole situation is making Ryan feel uncomfortable. And take note of the pictures in the background. There's a puppet, Black Noir, a puppet Firecracker, and Homelander, more puppet photos, and Christmas cards on the mantle. Sister Sage walks into a meeting that was started without her, because Homelander is mad at her for mishandling the leaker and for how she uncontrollably acted at the party. So Firecracker is now his number 2. Homelander is pissed off, not only because their secret meeting at Tech Nights got exposed, but it's because the entire thing was bugged. And to top it off, they killed the wrong person by thinking Cameron was the leaker. The boys won't reveal this information to the public because Huey is telling them that if they do, then they all will be killed. So now Homelander and Firecracker will take over finding the leaker, while Sister Sage is out finding the shooter. And whoever that shooter is, I believe, will end up assassinating the president. This could be trouble, being that A-Train saw her meeting up with this potential shooter. The Deep was spending time with his secret lover, Ambrosius the Octopus. That is, until he gets this freaky text from Sister Sage. Then he puts Ambrosius right back into her little tank. Starlight tells her mom to seek shelter with her friend in Arizona because it's about to go down. And it's similar with MM buying his family tickets to Belize so they can get out of town too. Huey uploads Victoria's Red River files to a hard drive and puts it into a safe. These files expose her for who she really is. Starlight is still struggling with herself, which is probably why her powers are not working. She don't know who she is, who she want to be, who she's meant to be. And we find out that she doesn't want to bring a baby into the world because she knows that it's ending. Butcher reveals to the boys that he's had Dr. Shaw chained up this whole time so that he can get this soup-killing virus made, and they think he's crazy. And it doesn't help the fact that he's over there talking to someone they cannot see. But the plan is to make a version of the virus just strong enough to kill Homelander, being that the one that they have now will kill every soup in the world. This plan does look promising, being that Mallory has just gotten Frenchie out of jail because they need Frenchie's help in order to make that virus. MM tells Butcher that he cannot be in charge of the boys anymore, being that he just had a panic attack. So now you're in charge. I'm not sure how well that would work out, being that Butcher is not in the best of health. The plan is for Frenchie and Kamiko to keep tabs on Dr. Shaw, while Butcher, Starlight, and Huey investigate the shooter. Ryan receives a letter from someone named Don't Be a Cunt. Inside is a picture of his mom, Butcher, and their dog. We see they blamed Cameron's death on him being a victim of another vaccine. Ashley tells A-Train, let's run away to Florence together. She feels trapped, but A-Train is thinking maybe this is not the best idea. The boys track down the location of this shooter, and they also find the files that was given to the shooter by Sister Sage. They find a woman locked inside of a closet, and she's claiming whoever put her there killed her husband, but she tricks them, cuts Huey's hand in order to get away. Then she takes the form of this old lady. This person seems to be able to mimic the form of anyone it touches, but I wonder if this shapeshifter can do more than just mimic someone's body. Maybe they can inherit their memories too, because by the end of the episode, we saw the shifter posing as Starlight. And I say this because Starlight tells Huey that he was right and that they have to take things one step at a time, bringing up a conversation that the two of them had before she was captured. How would she know this if she doesn't take on the memory as well? And how does she know the code to the safe? A-Train runs in the room as MM is printing out tickets to Belize. MM is telling him he wants out, he just wants to be safe with his family, but A-Train reminds him no matter where his family goes, they will never be safe. And I find this funny being that by the end of the episode, A-Train ran away himself, trying to get Ashley to go with him, but she backed out. Dr. Shaw tells Frenchie that this lab cannot produce what they're looking for. Frenchie then tells him he's made more with less. Then he lies to Dr. Shaw by telling him that this virus will only be used on Homelander. Kimiko tells Frenchie not to feel sorry for himself because he's not the only one with a dark past. The Shining Light Army forced her to fight and kill other kids. She tells him the reason why she cannot speak is because the army would murder those who screamed in battle. And ever since then, she hasn't been able to speak. She tells Frenchie they should not hate themselves for what they did in the past, that they should just move on, because Frenchie is still holding on to him killing Colin's whole family. After this conversation, they both decide that the right thing to do would be to free Dr. Shaw. Remember how Ryan wasn't feeling comfortable at that puppet show? Well, he called up his dad to let him know. Homelander then returns his call and tells him to suck it up and just do it. Homelander and Firecracker then meet up with Web Weaver because they think he's the leaker. And with Web Weaver thinking that he would be able to get himself another hit by confessing to something he did not do, he gets torn in half because Homelander literally ripped him in half. Ambrosius calls the Deep out for being with Sister Sage. They get into this big argument and the Deep smashes her tank. She runs out of air and now it's R.I.P. Ambrosius. After this brutal killing, the Deep goes to Homelander and tells him that he has clarity now and that he's down to kill whoever Homelander wants him to kill. Huey goes to Victoria's house to try to get her to change her mind after hearing her plan at Homelander's secret party at Tech Knight's mansion. It turns out she did not know about the imprisonment camps. Hearing this doesn't seem to change her mind as she continues to pack up for her move to DC. But before Huey leaves, she does give him her condolences for the loss of his father. Maybe she's not that bad after all. Maybe after that party, her and Sister Sage are now working together. I still think Sister Sage has a secret agenda. Butcher and Starlight arrive at their headquarters to find the Deep and Black Noir waiting for them. The Deep goes on this rant about how the Me Too movement is over. Then they start fighting, and even with Starlight's powers not working and Butcher's declining health, they both held their own. During the fight, we see Black Noir's narcolepsy, and we also get to see him fly. Butcher calls out for Joe to come and save them, but he never shows up. And right before Starlight is about to get stumped out, A-Train runs through and saves her, exposing him as the leaker. And with the help of MM, they are able to defeat Noir and the Deep for now, until they wake up. They decide not to kill them because they don't know how to the right way. With A-Train's cover now blown, he goes back to Ashley. He now thinks running off to Florence together will be a good idea. She tells him, I changed my mind. I can't go. I can't go no more. I'm the CEO. I can't go. But really, she's just too scared. Meanwhile, Homelander is heartbroken and he just cannot believe A-Train, out of all people, would do this to him. He just cannot believe that A-Train was the leaker this whole time. So he's over there crying. But no one can find A-Train. He has gotten out of town and he took out his tracker and he made sure that his family was hidden away too. Sage admits to Homelander she knew A-Train was the leaker the whole time, but it was a part of her plan. But Homelander doesn't want to hear it. He sends her back home and she is now fired. But before she leaves her Queen Maeve journal on purpose, so whatever's in there, she wants Homelander to know. On her way out, she runs into the Deep and Black Noir, and we find out that she's been sleeping with Black Noir too. It's just that Sage doesn't require a lobotomy to do it with Black Noir. With a tip from Frenchie, Dr. Shaw finishes the latest batch of the virus. But they just don't know he was able to break free. He then jabs Kimiko in the leg with the virus. Before it's able to spread, Frenchie cuts her leg off. But she'll be okay because of her powers. She's able to heal really fast. They put the leg on ice so that Frenchie is able to take out whatever is left of the virus. They think it'll be strong enough to kill Victoria, but not Homelander. After hearing his father's voicemail telling him to suck it up and just do it, Ryan puts a stop to the Vault Christmas special. He gives a speech saying family is all you have. and that his mother would not approve of this and to always tell the truth. It seems as though Ryan was about to expose something, but then he changes his mind and walks off set. Butcher tells Joe he was right about putting faith in this kid. It seems as though Joe didn't like that. Then Butcher passes out. What a coincidence. Huey tells Starlight he didn't go to urgent care, he went to Victoria's house instead. But something is off with Starlight. She's not her usual self, and she decides to jump on top of Huey after telling him she doesn't want any kids while not using protection. But it's all a ploy to get access to the safe that has Victoria's Red River files in them. The episode then ends with the real Starlight chained up, and her powers are still not working, so she's unable to break herself free. With that being said, let me know your thoughts on the episode down in the comments so we can talk about it. And if you haven't already and want to see more videos like this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one.